Good morning, PALY.
Today is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025.
I'm Neel Satyavolu.
And I'm Trevor Milne.
Wait, Trevor, why are you here?
Well, I was trying to get to CSA, but I must have taken a wrong turn at the stairs.
Oh well, mistakes happen and we must accept them sometimes. There is a swimming meeting today at 3:45 p.m. on the pool deck. All students interested in swimming this year should attend.
Free Trial Choir is back today with Taylor Swift music. Come to room 110 during lunch to sing karaoke and have fun with friends. All levels are welcome and snacks will be provided.
Later today, the Stanford Daily will face off against the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, in a legal battle questioning how government laws are causing an increase in self-censorship among the media. Om Rajan, along with members of the Campanile and Verde, explore the impacts of this case on high school journalists.
This Wednesday in San Jose, attorneys representing the Stanford Daily will convene in a federal courtroom against Secretary of State Marco Rubio with claims that recent government actions against immigrants have scared sources and journalists into silence, or in other words, has caused a chilling effect, self-censorship due to fear of consequences throughout society. At the National High School Journalism Convention last weekend, we conducted interviews from people across the country to answer a new question brought to light by this case. Is this chilling effect affecting high school journalism as well?
The easy answer is yes. In this current moment, we have seen just a giant escalation of censorship, both overt censorship and self-censorship.
Gary Green, the director of the Student Press Law Center, explains the increase in calls for help due to censorship.
Over the last 2 years, we've had a 42% increase to calls on our hotline. Last year, we fielded over 1,000 calls on our hotline.
Senior legal counsel at the SPLC, Mike Easton, notes an example of increase in self-censorship in the situation between Israel and Gaza.
Initially there was, we saw a fair share of students, wanting to talk about this and wanting to have their voice heard.
One of Mike's students in California wrote a comprehensive piece on the history of the conflict. However, she was met with some harsh criticism.
The pushback was so bad, she actually had people writing to this college that she had been accepted into and demanding that the college revoke her admission. I mean, you kind of lost before you started.
So certainly the political winds of the day are creating a sense of fear among students, high school and college.
It's easier to shy away than rock the boat. And if we keep self-censoring, then aren't we just then basically giving our rights away?
They just give up, or they just self-censor because they know that they don't have a lot of teeth to fight back.
In his presentation at the Journalism Convention, student publication advisor Trip Robbins asked if people thought that there is an increase in sources being less comfortable or being quoted directly.
I've seen a little bit of writers hesitating to write something that might be controversial.
In many cases, the students will just tell us point blank, I'm not going to write that story because I'm afraid of what's going to happen if I do. It might be community backlash.
The increase in self-censorship is clearly a problem, but at the core of it, the only thing student journalists can do is to push forward.
I think having editors encourage writers who have non-majority opinions to get different voices involved.
It does take courage to put your voice out there and to say something that you feel is important to say.
And that's why I encourage you guys to fight for what you believe in.
I think the biggest thing is we need heroes right now. We need courageous students. The stories you're trying to tell are important to you, to your community, to your peers. And it does nobody a service to shut those stories down.
As former Chicago Mayor Joseph Medal once said, people need to write boldly and tell the truth fearlessly. Because at the end of the day, a chill can only be stopped by the passion and fire behind the words and hearts of journalists. I'm Om Rajan, co-reporting with members of the Verde magazine and the Campanile, and now let's head back to the anchors.
Thanks, Om.
That does it for today's show.
Follow us on social media at InFocus News to engage with our content, and visit our website at infocusnews.tv to watch more shows, live streams, and packages. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you never miss our latest content. Until next time, I'm Trevor Milne.
And I'm Neel Satyavolu, and this has been InFocus News.
Have a great day, Vikings.